Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 3 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 3 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter multiplication skill builders. The lessons we're going to cover today are multiply by 0, multiply by 1, multiply by 2, and multiply by 3. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Okay, here I am on grade 3 math. Let's just start with multiply by 0. So let's just start with the lesson. Seven times 0. So which is the correct option? 7 times 0 is 0, right? The correct option is 7 times 0. So 7 times 0 is 0. So when you multiply any number with 0, the answer is always a 0. Whatever number it is, when you multiply it with a 0, the answer is 0, right? 0 times 0, look, 0 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0 and 10 times. So no matter what the number is, when you multiply the number with a 0, the answer is always a 0. Let's just start with the test questions. 0 times 0, which is the correct option? The correct option is 0, right? So 0 times 0 is 0. So whatever the number it is, when you multiply the number with a 0, that is always a 0, right? Okay, 7 times 0, which is the correct option? 7 times 0 is again 0, right? 0 times 8, which is the correct option? 0 times 8 is 0. The correct option is 0. 0 times 9, which is the correct option? 0 times 9 is 0. The correct option is 0. 2 times 0, which is the correct option? 2 times 0 is, yes, 0. It is the correct option is 0. 1 times 0, which is the correct option? 1 times 0 is, yes, 0. It is the correct option is 0. 0 times 5 is, yes, 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 6 is, zero times 6 is, yes, 0 it is. 3 times 0 is, yes, 3 times 0 is 0. So the important thing here is whatever the number it is, if you multiply the number with a 0, that makes everything 0, right? That's about the multiplication. So 0 times any number is always a 0, right? Okay, let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is multiply by 1. So let's just start with the lesson. So let's just start with the first example, that is 1 times 0. So because you are multiplying with a 0, the answer is 0, right? Then 1 times 8, 1 times 8 is 8 times 1 is 8. So now about 1, when you multiply a number with the 1, the number stays the same. 1 time, whatever the number it is, if you multiply the number with 1, the number stays the same, right? 1 times 10. So which is the correct option? 1 times 10 is 10 it is, right? Let's just start with the test question. 1 times 7, which is the correct option? 1 times 7 is 7. The correct option is 7. 8 times 1. So which is the correct option? 8 times 1 is 8 it is. Yes, any number times 1 is the same, right? The number stays the same. 1 times 1 is 1 times 1 is 1. The correct option is 1. Very good. 1 times 2 equal 1 times 2 is 2. The correct option is 2. 2 times 1. The correct option is, yes, 2 it is. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 9 is 1 times 9 is 9 it is. The correct option is 9. 4 times 1 is 4 times 1 is 4. The correct option is 4. 8 times 1. 8 times 1 is 8. The correct option is 8. 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is, the correct option is 3. Can you guys please stop chatting? You guys are here to learn. So please focus on the learning. This way, the one who are here to learn, they distract. Please don't chat here. You guys are here to learn. So please focus on the learning. One times 0 is, one times 0 is 0. Any number multiplied by 0 is always a 0. One times 4 is, yes, 1 times 4 is 4. The correct option is 4. 5 times 1. 5 times 1 is, 5 times 1 is 5. The correct option is 5. 2 times 1 is, yes, 2 it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next one is multiply by 2. What do you mean by stop being rude? Who you are asking? 2 times 6, which is the correct option? 2 times 6 is, you need to count a table of 2. Very good. 2 times 6 is 12. Let's just start with the test questions. 2 times 8, which is the correct option? 2 times 8 is 16. That's why I always say don't chat here. You guys are here to learn, so please focus on the learning. No one is loser here. You are here to learn, not to play game. You guys are just in grade 3. Learn to respect each other. 2 times 10 is 2 times 10 is 20. The correct option is 20. Okay, stop chatting. 2 times 10 is, you if the number is, if there is a number that is so big that it cannot be, you have to like, if you have two 3-digit number, I think you talking about the number like this. For example, you have there is no such table in which you don't know, it cannot be times, you don't have any number like this. For example, 4258 times 32, right? You know how to multiply with 2. I think you're talking about the example like this. You have to do 2 times 8, 16, 2 times 5, 10, like this. You have to count the table of 2 and 3, right? You always have to, whenever you are multiplying, you always have to count the tables, right? The times table. Let's just start with the next example. 2 times 10 is 20. So it doesn't matter how big the number is, you have to multiply. 2 times 6 is, the correct option is 12. 2 times 6 is 12. Option number 2 is the correct option. No, when you are multiplying, you have to multiply. Like if you have a numbered question to divide, then you have to divide. But here we are talking about multiplication. If you are given the two big numbers to multiply, then you have to multiply. Multiplication and division, two different concepts they are. 0 times 2. Like if, for example, if you are given a question like this, then you multiply or divide. You are told to divide, right? Then you have to divide. But if you have the question like this, you have to multiply. Just look at these signs. Got it? 2 times 0 is 0. The correct option is 0. Two times 6, which is the correct option? Two times 6 is 12. The correct option is 12. If you are still not perfect with multiplication, please do one times table daily, right? This way, if you want to be perfect with multiplication and division, you must be perfect with times table, right? So if you're still not perfect with multiplication, start working on your tables, right? 2 times 9, which is the correct option? 2 times 9 is 18. The correct option is 18. 2 times 8 is 2 times 8 is 16. The correct option is 16. 10 times 2, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, 20 it is. 10 times 2, which is the correct option? 10 times 2 is 20. I'm still on the same question. What's wrong with OK button? 10 times 2. 10 times 2 is 20. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? 2 times 2, which is the correct option? 2 times 2 is 4. Eight times 2, which is the correct option? That is 16, right? The correct option is 16. Okay, we are done with the lesson. Let's just start with the next lesson. The next lesson is multiply by 3. So let's just recall the times table for 3. Let's just start with the test questions. Now you have to count a table of 3, right? 3 times 3 equals. The correct option is 3 times 3 is 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. 3 times 6 equals. Eighteen it is. 3 times 6 is, yes, 18. again 6 times 3, which is the correct option. Yes, 18 it is. The correct option is 18. 3 times 5, which is the correct option? 3 times 5 is? Yes, 15 it is. The correct option is 15. 3 times 4, which is the correct option? 3 times 4 is 12. Option number 2 is the correct option. 10 times 3, which is the correct option? 30 it is. The correct option is 30. 3 times 5, which is the correct option? 15 it is. The correct option is 15. 3 times 0, which is the correct option? 3 times 0 is 0. 2 times 3, which is the correct option? 3 times 2 is 6. The correct option is 6. 7 times 3, which is the correct option? Very good. 21 it is. The correct option is 21. 3 times 1, which is the correct option? 3 times 1 is 3. The correct option is 3. 3 times 2. Yes, 6 it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 3 math. The chapter we were working on is multiplication skill builders, and the lessons we have covered today are multiply by 0, multiply by 1, multiply by 2, and multiply by 3. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. So that's all for today. If you have any questions related to the lessons we have just finished, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions? Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session.